Tell me what y'all think about this Skip Bayless rant about Shedeur Sanders. Just tell me what y'all think, and I give y'all my
Anymore.
thoughts.
I wish there was some way that Jimmy Haslam and Todd Monken would decide as we near the season to get rid of Shedeur, to set him free, to trade him elsewhere. And I'm sure nobody would give anything more than what they gave for Shedeur, a 5th-round pick, 6th round, 7th round. I don't know. I don't care. But I'd love to see Shedeur in Atlanta. Do I think Shedeur Sanders, this coming football season, could win more games than Penix or Tua could win? And you better believe that I do. Shedeur Sanders is better than either quarterback that the Atlanta Falcons have right now that they're trying to decide between. I know they spent a high pick on Penix. Tua was a high pick and came with a high salary. I got it. But can you imagine Shedeur Sanders in Atlanta, GA? Can you imagine how that city would go crazy for this guy wearing their jersey?
What do I think about this? Skip Bayless, to me, has talked a lot of trash in the past, but sometimes he can make sense because he's been a journalist for God knows how many years. I think 40 plus years, if I'm not mistaken, maybe more. But I agree with him on this point. I think the media would enjoy seeing a Shedeur Sanders move to Atlanta. One, because his father was a superstar here. He was drafted by the Falcons. And when you talk about the aura that they carry, I think, the height would be there. Just the way it would carry the city with it being, the fan base the way they are, towards African American quarterbacks. But the only reason that I wouldn't agree with this is because 8th overall, so you got to let it play out and let it be what it's gonna be at the end. You got to give him a chance to. Tua is a veteran backup, but honestly, knowing what's going on now with Jet Strand, we don't even know if Tua is going to last in Atlanta. It was only $1.3 million, and they'll chalk that up to the game if need be. But he does bring that veteran presence, and that could help any one of these young quarterbacks, Penix or Jack Strand. And number three, the way Jack Strand has looked this preseason early on, is giving a lot of us fans hope, and rightfully so, because if you can use him down the road as a starting quarterback on a rookie contract, an undrafted contract at that, the Falcons win, ball game over, and when you have to pay him, I don't think you will have to be top tier when it comes to paying him. It'll be in the $40 to $50 million range, but when you talk about Lamar Jackson and Patrick Mahomes and those guys, they're up to 65, 70 million, and they're going to set a new cap soon. Even Josh Allen. So I think money wise, should do it make sense. Popularity wise, selling tickets, it makes sense. But with the quarterback room, just like I said with Stetson Bennett, which you have 3 quarterbacks on the roster, well 4 with Cooper Rush, and you just don't know which way you're going to go with those 4 guys. So to add another dynamic to that room, you will have to release somebody instantly, and still in the next 2 to 3 weeks, you will have to cut another quarterback. So long term, Shedeur Sanders probably makes sense. But short term, right now, what we have going on in Atlanta with the quarterback room, absolutely not. And like I said, I love the money wise with him and Jack Strand. But when you have to make a sound decision on who you're going to start, who's going to be the backup, who's going to be the third string, who ends up on practice squad, that's tougher than y'all think. But Shedeur Sanders, I agree. It would have Atlanta in a frenzy. But honestly, do you really want that headache? If it wins ball games, yes. But if it goes wrong, no. But Skip Bayless, he thinks Shedeur Sanders belongs with the Falcons. Tell me what y'all think, man. Drop those comments in the comment box. Let's debate. Let's have fun as always, man, like we always do on the Sports Machine. This your boy Antoine Smith. Sign off. I will hide y'all soon, man. Peace.